Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Vent Podcast, Air It Out. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, it's been a damn good weekend so far. I could say that much. Oh, man. Especially after the event that I got to check out yesterday, the P League Celebrity Charity Game. Man, I have so many highlights, so many details to share with you guys. I've already posted some of the highlights on social media through Instagram. Man, if you guys could check it out, these guys were serious. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed seeing a few familiar faces and stuff like that. So it was dope, man. It was fun. It was fun seeing some of the hoopers that I watch, all the time, just on my phone or see on TV or on YouTube, whatever. It was great. It was fun. So I definitely got more details about that for you guys. But just up this morning, man, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I was thinking about a few topics. And it's always, it might be some that I stick to quite a bit, you know, given some type of jewels to or some type of life experience too. But just reflecting on the ending of my 20s from beginning to end, reflecting on my whole 20s from beginning to end. So it was crazy. I mean, it was really crazy. I call, I've said it probably a couple times, but I always try to make the smartest decisions possible. The most, not, I won't say calculated, but the most logical, the ones that feel right, the safest pick. Yeah, life is about taking some risk. I get that. But I wanted to take the logical risk. The risk that could, get me money in a legal way. Or what would be a better career choice, shit like that. So I've always tried to make, the most logical decisions. And, no matter if it came down to, just conserving myself and my energy towards people, relationships. I've had numerous opportunities to be in a relationship since high school. And that was even when I was fat, even when I slimmed down, whatever. But I just wanted to hold out on that. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that until I know it's somebody I definitely want. And even then, I seen most of the bullshit that came along with it, and that's why I just didn't choose. I chose not to put myself in that position. And even though I held out as long as I could, the first and even second, the only two that I've been in, it's consumed 8.5 years of my 20s. From age 21 all the way to age 29. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you talk to any other guy, I'm pretty sure most of them didn't do shit like that. And they weren't consecutive. I actually took a year off to you know, do all of the whole routine of healing, rebuilding yourself, resetting your foundation, finding, you know what I mean, finding yourself and growing, just growing from the L's or whatever you took away from the last situation you were in. Even with a year of that, and I had a crazy free form dreads at the time growing out, but I kept them lined up and tapered or whatever. Even then, the one after waiting all that time and whatever, the one person I give opportunity to, that becomes 4.5 years. And I really thought I was doing, I was doing myself a solid and, improving, upgrading and all of that. And Just it turned out to be a very, very bad situation. Destructive. The person I had just built myself up and recouped and starting to balance myself out, get my life together, even more. They had went through that weight loss journey and all of that. It's like slowly but surely over the duration of the 4.5 years, it was being crumpled all around me, crumpled. Whether it was verbally, whether it was through certain actions, all types of ways. And it was just like, damn. You look up at the end of it and you're about to be 30. And really nothing, you really didn't get nothing out of it. Only they benefit. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's pretty much the truth. Point is, for fellas, especially in the late teens and that's going into your 20s, you gotta be super, super, super logical, balance out the conservative with that so-called risk taking, because you don't want to just take in a toxic person and think you and think that's what it's supposed to be like. That's what a situation that dating, possibly going into relationship, engagement, marriage, it's not supposed to be toxic. It's not supposed to be about being verbally attacked or saying hurtful, just terrible things to each other, breaking each other down. It should never be like that. And I had been in two different types of relationships. I've been in one where it was quiet behind the scenes, shit going on, and come to find out it was like all types of wild cheating and shit. And then I was also in another situation where it was pretty much like double lives being lived and just the backdoor excuses and lies and destructive words. And it was like being pushed to, being pushed for something ugly to be brought out of you. And I've never seen some shit like that in my life. I've never had somebody try to purposely push me to bring out some ugly shit or to want me to dog them or some other shit like that. That's just like I say, I was born liking to be nice to people and doing the right thing and just want to do my 1 2, be peaceful, be happy, and continue on, what I'm saying, with my life. Even as a kid growing up, I didn't want to be grown early. I didn't want to do ignorant shit. That's what I'm saying. So it drove me to the point where I became the Mr. Nice Guy who didn't take any more shit. And that seen the reality of what life really is. And it took some pain. And it took some hurt for that to happen. Sucks. But I know for a fact that I don't want to put myself in that same position. I can't I can't predict the future, but if I could say never again, I would not want to put myself in that again. I was engaged. Yeah, I was engaged. And I didn't take that shit as a joke. Didn't find any real purpose in looking elsewhere. It was no reason to cheat. The fuck do I want to balance out having a main woman that I want to, be next to, be in the same bed with, be intimate, all of that, spend the rest of my life with, continue to grow, learn each other, and all of that, transform our lives together, all of that. And balance out a side chick or two or three? Fuck no. That is too much work. I don't even like being single. Balancing out multiple women on a string, man, that ain't never been my game. Now, I know some people who it's just, hey, it's whatever. It's whatever. Single or in a relationship, they're going to do what the fuck they want to do. Yes, I know some people like that too. I'm not judging them for it. That's what they choose to do. But that's just not my calling. At this point, I'm like, I'm cool. I've seen how it is out here. I see how at least some of the world works, or how most people move in certain situations, certain areas, stuff like that. So, not saying I know it all, just saying you get a good feeling, you get that hunch or that gut feeling where it's like, yeah, when I get that feeling, I'm usually right type of shit. But it is what it is, man. I just want the young guys to take heed, man. Don't put yourself in a tough situation. For me to be almost 30 and with no kids is a huge boost towards any type of success I'm going after. It's a blessing. I'm thankful that I don't have any kids at this age. Because be realistic, I would not still be with the mother. Then that's child support, 18 years. And you also have to be there in person in that child's life to have a positive impact. And I'm big on that. So why bring a child into the world with somebody who I wouldn't even be with? And then, oh, well, you got to learn people over the years and this and that. 2 4-year stints, one engagement. And you know what I mean? Look at what still goes down. Now, many may say, oh, well, what did you do? What did you do to cause it? It's not always that. There are people who will say, oh, well, this happened because of that. But let's say they're put in the same position, right? And what if it happened to you? How would you react? You wouldn't know what you've done. You just want to know, like, what's the point of it? What is the point? There's no excuse for doing people wrong or doing people dirty. I don't care what anybody says. It's no excuse for it. If you're the type that think there's constantly an excuse or a reason for doing fucked up shit to people or doing snake shit behind people's back, it's something wrong with you. That says a lot more about you than it says anything about anybody else. And that comes back to the whole hurt people method. It does. Those people who've been hurt in some of the worst, nastiest, disgusting ways, when they hurt others, they feel nonchalant about it because they say, oh, well, the world didn't give a fuck. when whatever happened to me happened to me. And it's like they get like some type of sick joy from trying to break good people, or just saying, oh, okay, this, it could be a good person, bad person, good situation, whatever. I'm still gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And they just don't care. They don't care who they fuck over, what type of fucked up shit they do. They don't care about the consequences or whatever. It's like you can't be that way and be, you know what I mean, and then claim spiritual or claim Catholic or Christian or God this and God that when you're constantly purposely acting in hypocritical ways. Am I wrong? Unaccountable of any actions. I don't know. It seems like it's a lot of negative, bad influences, and just I don't know, just people who truly want to just do bad, do fucked up shit, and act like a so-called rock star party. You know what I'm saying? Party wild, whatever the fuck lifestyle. I don't know, but it's like why choose? You're pretty much just setting your life in stone. Like you're gonna go through the repeated cycle of yeah, don't give a fuck, whatever, still winning, doing great, whatever, and you're gonna keep hitting that constant obstacle. It's because you're not doing the right things. You're not doing things with the right intentions or good intentions. It's that little 2-bit rat shit that really fucks people up in the long run. So for my guys, you really need to be on the lookout of all telltale signs of shit like that. And my best advice would be do not have kids until you know for a fact that you're married. Don't have the kid without being married, and you may need a prenup. You may need one. That's just mutual agreement because it's too much swinging in favor of one way over the other. Too much. So you got to look out for your best interest too. It's too many good people losing out or being broken down by really fucked up situations that they didn't know they were getting themselves into, or people who purposely choose to put on their one persona or whatever, and then as the years go by the mask crumples. Behind all of that shit you see the raw layers of people. But I just think, especially for my young fellas, you got to look out for your best interest, man. You have to make sure you're handling your business first, whether it's working a job somewhere, and you got to have some type of side hustle now to have enough money to survive, to do what you want to do on the side, and also get your side business going. You got to reinvest back into it. It's going to be rough patches. It's going to be some dry patches, but you gotta roll with the tide. If you want to bet on yourself and you want to win big and have the most control, Lord willing, over your life, or if you're atheist, I know I got some people like that too. If you want to have the most control over your life without any energy pulling on that wheel of where your life is destined to go, you have to make the best logical decisions and peep out everything before you fully go in. Just saying. Looking back over my years, I felt like the first half went pretty good. First half of my 20s went pretty good. The relationship was okay in the beginning. I would say, like, after that 6 month to a year mark, you notice some things changing. But I was always when it comes to the relationship stuff, I'm old school. I stick it out. I'm not cheating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hitting on your friends, trying to fuck your friends, none of that shit. If I'm in a relationship with you, it's in a relationship towards engagement, towards marriage. It's for a reason. That's why I've only been in 2 relationships. So as you notice that people aren't as solid the same way as time goes on, it's sad. And then you have to cut ties and you have to just go your separate way. Even while you're being wished the worst on, behind your back, all types of shit said about you. And even though you know a hell of a lot too about them that you could definitely be the same way with, is it really worth it? It should never even get to that point. So that's why you should definitely tread lightly before you know somebody, before you put yourself in a situation, before you have a child with them, before you commit to engagement, marriage, signing the papers, honeymoon, all of this money invested, all for shit to just fall. You got to be careful with that, fellas, because you guys are feeling the effects the most. I know some people who are on their third, fourth, fifth rebuild of their life. Might only be on their first rebuild, some, but it's after 10 years in, and then don't want to see my young fellas end up in the same predicament. Don't want to see you in that same predicament. I myself, I'm just trying to stay the fuck out the way. Because that traffic full of feelings and shit out there, you don't want to get caught up in that. You are going to end up being addicted to somebody who you do not truly know or know of what life they are living. And that's going to put you in a predicament mentally, maybe physically. You got to look out for your best interest, man. First half went decent, ended on a terrible note. Then the second half, I would say, of my 20s, it felt like the beginning of the prime. It felt like the beginning of my prime. The only bad part is that I got away from the one thing that I love the most, and that was sports. That was basketball, football, baseball. Even watching it, playing it, I still got to watch it here and there, but playing it and just watching it and feeling fully, you know what I mean, focused and locked in, I just couldn't be fully locked in. And then, due to what I was going through in the relationship, I was feeling just, I was tired, worn out mentally, depressed, deprived. The constant arguing and back and forth and fucked up shit said and all types of shit. I'm like, yeah, I was just done. Couldn't focus, couldn't lock in. I was looking just for like whatever outlet to just stay the fuck out the way. Meantime, dealing with that shit. Trying to do my part, step up, do the best I can, and whole time it's a whole scam going on behind the scenes for who knows how long. It is what it is. It's life. It's life, I guess. That's the excuse. But after coming out of this second half of my 20s, I know that I don't want to be tied down. I don't want to be locked in with anyone. I don't want a label. I don't want none of that shit. It's being pushed and forced too much to have a label, to have a term, to have a this, to have a that. You got to know each other's true intentions, true agenda. Somebody will act like they are always there for you, down for you, cry, oh, I swear, you mean everything, this and that. And they will hop right on the next dick or fuck with another bitch. Allegedly, quote unquote, however you want to say that shit. Yeah, it happens. I've seen a lot of cases like that in this city. It's some really grimy, fucked up shit going on. And about half of them are married. Married and still out in these streets playing games. Like, people, stay clear. Stay clear, man. Keep yourself and your energy pure. Because it's too much shit that can taint you out here, man. Too much. But after coming out of that second half of my 20s and now about to approach 30, it's like it's only about the mission. It's only about knocking out these little mini goals to get the big victory. That's about it. But anything else is a distraction. That's how I truly feel. Anything else is a big distraction. And I just want to know what, you know what I mean? Look, if you want to see me more or whatever, or what do you want? What do you want with me? Are you sure this is what you want? Why do you want to communicate? Seem like an interview? Kinda is. Does it have to be like that? No. But I want to know what the fuck is up from the jump. That's just me. And like I say, anything serious? Fuck no. I can't do it. I cannot do it, bro. You have to watch out for yourself. After investing so much into myself, handling life expenses, handling all types of bills, and I handled way more and then stopped bills wise than I should have even been doing. And I've cut out a lot of shit too. That's actually mine. I've done that too. After all of that and all of that time, money, and effort and everything invested, you have to look out for your own. You got to make sure you got a certain savings mark that you're hitting. If it's not every month, have a 3-month plan or something to chop it up over the year. Just so you have that little bit of that piece of access to, okay, if you want to go out and do something, or you want to take that trip, or you want to invest that into doing some type of side hustle business, you got it. It's hard to do that when you're locked in and focused on making sure everybody else is taken care of before yourself. And they say, oh, you got to put yourself first. People aren't doing it. When you got a whole fucking family and some, you can't do that. You can't. Especially if it's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, 50-50 with the other person, or whatever the situation is, or anything could be going on. It's never going to be you putting yourself first. You're trying to take care of the household, especially as a man. So that's that. I know it's a lot more opened up to me. It's a lot more options. Oh, it's a plenty of options of things in different directions to go in, even at this age. But I'm getting back to that conservative side of things. Getting back to that conservative side. These next decisions are going to be so surgical, and I would have done so much homework on them that nah, I'm not taking just a straight up L. I'm at least getting minimal progress in my life from these decisions that I'm going to be making. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on now at this point. So it's been a long road. Probably didn't get to enjoy as many things as I wanted to in my 20s. Um, I would have honestly, in the right situation, I would have wanted to already been married and had my child and locked in with this podcasting thing, having a nice job as well, and having both coincide because my schedule would be straight. You know what I mean? And I just would have had that ball rolling. Yeah, that would have been the perfect scenario, honestly. But it's not how life works out all the time. It is what it is, though. I know that whatever I choose to do going forward, I'm only doing it with the determination to be the best version of myself. I'm not competing with anybody. I've never needed to compete with anybody. Uh, like I say, even when it comes to the relationship and love shit, I've never had to go up and talk to a woman. Never had to. Have I thought about it? Yeah. Have I had casual, just regular conversations? Of course. I know how to talk to people, but I want people to show the interest and then sort out mutual. Does it balance? What are the intentions? Agenda, shit like that. So going forward though, that's not the focus. That is not the focus. I can't let that deter me from my goals. I can't let that deter me from building Unlimited Sports Inc., the brand, and Unlimited Sports Inc. podcast, the podcast and the brand, and seeing that consistent progress each and every month, each and every quarter of the year, each year. I can't let that deter from me continuing to build the Vent podcast, air it out, and continuing to go in depth on topics that I really want to talk about and express how I truly feel to other people to see if maybe they could take something away from it. I don't just come up and talk about whatever for no reason. I'm hoping that somebody takes something away from it. So the nice people who may be going through like, gosh, this shit is so fucking, I'm tired of being, I'm a good person. I just like being nice. I like treating people right, whatever. Tired of feeling like this. Yeah, that's reality. That's reality. So now you have to guard yourself. You have to know when to tell people to go fuck themselves. Because if they want that energy, they can get that shit served to them. That's all it is. Nice people get tired too. And in return, like I said before, saying someone is too nice is some of the dumbest shit you could possibly say. Because if you're saying somebody is too nice and they're treating you good or they're treating you nice, That just goes to show toxicity within yourself. You are used to toxic drama, fucked up shit, whatever. That's weird. That's weird. Whether that's a man, woman, or whoever, that's some weird shit. And you need to grow and get away from that shit. So I definitely got a lot of goals. The Vent Podcast aired out. Like I say, I want to continue this platform. I do want to interview people on this platform too, and get other people's life philosophy feel, see how they feel about life, certain situations, see if they could tell stories that help them grow. Just all types of things that can help somebody else out, that can help the next person learn, take away some jewels, some wisdom from. That's all. That's for the people who want to listen. Whoever doesn't, I mean, they won't tap in. Plain and simple. But it's not about monetizing. It's not about making money. It's not about selling any products. It's really about connecting with real people. I don't even care if it's just 50 people. If it's more, cool. I'm glad that it was able to help somebody else. But I'm really on some different shit. I'm really going on a different lane for real. And this is the first time I've really been able to step out of that shell. Like, you know what? No, I'm legit gonna lean in to this is what I want to do. This is the message I want to put out. Let me use the pain, the fucked up shit that I went through, that I dealt with, continue to try to evolve from or whatever, and let me vent that out to people who may need to hear similar stories or may need that boost, because you can make it past it. You can overcome. Even if you're not fully healed, as long as you're trying to take the steps. Get that therapy, get that counseling. I've said it numerous times. It's nothing wrong with it, man. There's nothing wrong with it. You're only improving yourself. You're only healing. That's all you can do is better yourself, bro. Just saying. I'm not already putting a bow and putting a wrap on life, but what I am putting a bow and putting a wrap on is the way I used to look at life. And especially some of my old school ways with I don't believe in that breaking up shit, the back and forth shit, whatever. I'm solid. I'm I'm solid. I treat it like I'm in it, I'm all in. I'm not about to just up and leave. I'm not about to up and pack my shit and go and bounce on somebody. That's how I look at shit. I'm all in. I'm like the ultimate teammate, the ultimate sacrifice for the greater good when put in that situation. But that way of committing to people and, like I say, sacrificing so much over duration of a decade, that's over. Yeah, I can still make the small sacrifices. You know what I mean? To make shit work in life. But like I say, ever involving myself closely with people like that, no. And sacrificing as much as I did, no. I have to get my shit done first. I have to focus and lock in on what my ultimate journey is, what my goals are, and what I want my legacy and achievements to look like. And it's not even about money. It's about how many people that I truly get to connect with, help, leave a positive impact on. And if I could see the long list of that, that's my championship right there. That's my money right there. So quite a few things that I plan on scratching out before this next month even comes up. Before the year is out overall. Cutting back, maybe even completely cutting out drinking, completely cutting out smoking. The exercise thing, you can always do that, wherever, at home or walk, running around the neighborhood, walks, whatever. The gym membership thing, it goes up and down because it's like you're looking for the right location, shit like that. And then guys like me, I like to hoop. So wherever I'm getting a gym membership has to have an indoor basketball court. But besides that, just setting those mini goals for myself and just trying to continue to improve until this thing is over with. That's how I'm looking at life. Consistent progress until infinity, until it's over. But I'm not trying to tie myself or lock myself in with anything because you never know. You have to truly know and check off every fucking box and have a pre-written up scouting report and knowing like, okay, we're going to trust this and make this draft pick type of shit for my sports heads. Yeah. Some shit like that. You got to have a complete scouting report on the person before you truly commit and sign that Supermax deal together. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy life. Marriage within my 30s, I hope not. Honestly, I don't want to. Mm-mm. I don't even want to have kids because of course I'm looking at it like it's a pretty fucked up world and I don't want to bring them into a situation to where I'm not even fully stable or set to support them as well. I'm not just going to be selfish. I will want the life to have at least some type of better foundation set before a child will be brought into a situation if there was a situation in my 30s. What I definitely want to get back to more of is actively getting to hoop more on a consistent basis. Getting back into the batting cages or maybe even getting on the mound and getting some pitches in for baseball just for a workout because I miss baseball so much. Getting back to even getting to throw the football around, playing some football or getting into an adult league, whatever. Yeah, man. I want to get back to what I used to do actively and it was a good workout for me. And it was what I love doing. I feel like if I can find a balance of being able to get back into actively playing sports, podcasting, and having my set work and consistent work money coming in, that's all I really need in life and my family. All four things like that, I'm set. That's all I need. That's all I need. So it's no need to force love or force a relationship or force a bond or have someone force a bond or a relationship on me when truly it's they're not all the way in the way I am. They're not all the way never give up the way I am. There's no need to force and put myself in that situation again. So I'm looking at the 30s like an opportunity to grow to this new level that I don't know what the ceiling might be. But I see so many opportunities for success and I know I can definitely get in touch with the right people, the right business people and continue to build myself and my business as well with them. And I can feel it. I can feel it coming. It's right around the corner, man. I know once I'm able to do that, I will feel so much better and so much more relieved. And knowing that, business wise, I'm taking those next steps. I'm going to that next level. That's what I want. And It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, feeling that growth and feeling yourself come back alive after being bashed, after somebody purposely trying to break you down and crumble you just for shits and giggles, just to feel some type of false power. But it didn't break me. It didn't kill me. It only made me more humble and stronger. And that's why I continue to receive the blessings that I do. That's why I continue to receive the good karma that I do. Even people offering to help me and they barely know me. And when I even get offers like that, that hits home for me because I'm like, wow, you don't even know me. And you're willing to help. You're willing to help do something for me. You don't have to. I'm not even asking, but that means the most to me. It's the principle behind shit. It's the principle. It's the depth behind it that means the most, man. The humility, being humble. Get back to that, fellas. But be strong with it. Never let anything else take you to the depths of where you had to be or where you were abandoned, where people said, fuck you, or where they left you. Never, ever allow yourself to go back there. Remember how those depths were. Remember how that abandonment was. Always keep that feeling in the back of your mind. And that motivation and determination, it will keep you going the rest of your life. Nobody will ever be able to break you because you're going to always remember what you had made it through. Take pride in that. Humbly, respectful pride. You young fellas out there, we do give a fuck about you. Damn near a middle-aged guy or what you would call an OG, an uncle, whatever the hell. We do give a damn about y'all, man. If y'all young fellas is going through something or need some type of guidance or some type of advice, don't shy away, especially with you guys being more inclusive. Find a way to communicate. Ask for that help, ask for that advice, or ask for that opinion or perspective to see if you might be able to learn something or you might be able to save yourself some trouble. Because what's not cool is going through the same fucked up shit. What's not cool is committing to fucking up your life. You got some help right here. I'm always an open ear and willing to help. Any of my little bros out there, man, I'm always willing to help or try to give any type of advice or something where I can help or where I can help lead you to the right place or the right people who can help do something for you. I'm always about that. You can ask the high school kids who I've sent their videos to college coaches. I've tried to connect them with college coaches. You know what I mean? Like legit. I've tried. Didn't ask for any money or anything, but I want to see them succeed. I want to see them get their fair shot and opportunity at the best levels possible. That's what I'm on. So if y'all young fellas out there, 18 to 21 or whatever, if you ever need somebody to talk to or you need some help, hit me up, hit my line, inbox me. I don't want to see guys to continue to go through the same cycles of shit and depression and getting finessed or getting played and all types of shit like that. That's not cool. It's not cool. I don't want to see any more talent locked up and not being able to display their talent. I don't want to see that shit no more. So I'm going to do my part. $50 in. Crazy. But that's pretty much that part. I just want to make it, I want to make it successful as possible. Not trying to say become a millionaire or anything like that, but successful, a sustainable success. That's what I want to make my 30s. Minus anything. I know distractions are going to come, but I got to deter all distractions. This is lock in and focus time. This is let's make it to the top and win a championship time. And I'm more than ready. All of the middle fingers, the subliminals, the messages, the fucked up shit said, it's all motivation now for that boost to the top or that path to the top that I'm trying to go on righteously. It's all motivation now. I took it personally on some Michael Jordan shit. You got to be on that. Because I know that's what I'm on. In the meantime, I'm about to enjoy my Sunday. It looks like today from 3 to 6 is going to be the park takeover. And hey, if it's anything like it was yesterday, which I think it might be about equal to, if not bigger, at park takeover, Ballers Life, P League, and then all of the Cleveland Hoopers, hey, whoever can make it out there, make it out there and get your hoop on. Put on display. You never know. It might be some connections. It might be a chance for you. Might be a chance for you to connect with Ballers Life for the P League. Hey, you never know. You never know. Come out and ball. Have a good time. You're going to be going up against some of the best. And I mean, these guys, I want to say right now, shout out to Ballers Life. And I'm going to give them another shout out in another video. But shout out to the Ballers Life East Coast and West Coast squads. Those are some real ones. Those guys didn't act fake. They weren't, acting too good for somebody, talking shit. No, they took pictures with everybody. They shook everybody's hands who wanted a handshake. Okay, they came and showed out. They didn't half-ass it. They balled hard. So I respect those fellas because they're keeping the essence of street ball alive. For a kid like me, I grew up on N1 and knowing about the New York street ball scene, the Rucker and Dyckman Park and all of that, and hearing about the Chicago stories of street ball and all of that. They're bringing that essence back, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Now everybody's out in parks getting it back in more, way more now. And it's a beautiful thing to see. Put the guns and violence away, man. Let these hoopers come back into these parks. Let these kids come back and learn and develop outside of school. Let these guys have an outlet and grow from it and make new friends and grow new brotherhoods. But shout out to Ballers Life, man. Those guys are real ones. Shout out to the P League. Nick P hooped against the guy over in the Cleveland Fitness Club, a.k.a. the Omnis League some years ago. He's a great dude. He's a real one. He's definitely a real one. And for the past 3 years, he's been doing some of the greatest things I've seen in this city when it comes to connecting sports and people and also, helping the youth as well and connecting with the kids, man. So shout out to all of those guys. Shout out to all parties. I'm doing the individual shout outs for sure, and that'll be on the next show because I appreciate you guys, each and every one of y'all, man. You guys have been fun to watch. I can't wait to see what type of show you're going to put on today because that park takeover is going to be something serious. I can't wait. So I'm going to try to get as much footage as I can. Got my camera charged up. Hopefully I find another SD card just in case, but I can't wait, man. I definitely want to enjoy it, soak it in, and just appreciate having something so special come to the city for once. That, along with the Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley fight, is tonight. I definitely want to tune in for that. I might even head downtown just to, take in some of the, it's here in Cleveland, by the way, just to take in some of the essence, man, some of the aura of this special event. So we'll see. I want to make the best of my Sunday. I hope you guys do the same. And just leaving off on the note, love those who continue to show that real, genuine love towards you. Keep your karma good. Don't fuck it up by doing grimy shit or wanting to fuck people over and doing dumb shit. Enjoy the small moments. Enjoy those little victories that add up to the huge wins, big wins. Do people right. And even if it's somebody that's still trying to break you down or continue to wish the worst on you, just continue on righteously because life always has a way of sorting itself out. So everybody be well. Keep your positive, good energy up. Smile because you never know who loves it. And have fun. I appreciate everybody who clicks on this video, who watches this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You all are appreciated. And I just want to connect and continue to grow with you guys. So until the next time, this is the Vent Podcast. Air it out. I will see you guys next time. Enjoy your weekend and get that week started off on the right note. Get that Monday going good. Have a good one. Peace.